Hello, my name is Sif. I am team researcher.
And my name is Muhammad. I am designer in the team.
And my name is Vital. I'm the team leader with Hunter team.
In this video, we'll talk about our journey starting from how we decided our team name to how we built and where we tried our RV, also why we chose this design, what's behind our placement of the motors, floats, and where did we train and who trained us. Of course, it's a basic row of loops which the RV has to go back and forth as fast as possible. Depending on that, we choose our robot size and design so it will be fast and light in water. The mission course consists of three main tasks. First task is map the sea floor. We have to move the floats from green point to the red point as fast as possible. Second task is marine life interaction. We have to transfer the marine life from the ocean bottom laboratory to the mapping grid platform. Third task is water sample collection. To design our ROV, we used PVC pipes, thrusters, sponge, and the grid. The PVC pipes we chose it according to its cost, weight, and dealing with water. Thrusters we isolated our motors with uh, silicone and wax to prevent it from burning and to prevent water going through it. Sponge we used the sponge to help the motors to float the robot, and the grid to put the robot on and put the floaters on. We decided to choose the square shaped RV because it's more balanced, and we decided to take two marine lives in the same time so it will help us take them. It's more slower than the other robots, but it's better in water and more balanced, so we chose it. After deciding the shape of the robot, we started calculating the lengths and cutting the PVC pipes according to the lenses we chose or we calculated. Then we started to collect the PVC pipes with each other by T letters and elbows. Then we made holes for to enter water to the robot to help it float, to help it dive, and to put to place our motors in. We started our first experiment in a small swimming pool, and we noticed that our robot were diving, it weren't floating, the motors weren't moving, and there was a lot of problems. So we decided to add some floats to help the robot float, and we took the motors to see what's the problem. We found that some of the motors had water inside, so we decided to add isolated with silicone and wax. To help our up and down motor, we used floats to help it float. After placing the motors, putting the floats, placing the robot on the grid, our ROV was finally ready for its first experiment in water. We decided to go to Harvest School to try our robot in a bigger swimming pool to see if there's still the same problems or there's new problems, or the robot. Very thankful that we learned a lot of new things like Archimedes floating glow, which is density times volume times gravity, that will help us in our future life. Lastly, we'd like to thank Coach Ahmed Abul Ala, Coach Iman Salah, and the Ibda Academy for helping us to try to join this journey. Coach Aimer for being our coach and helping us in every single thing.